Hello, it's Big Cheds, and this is the Trading Encyclopedia Daily Education playlist on my YouTube at Cheds Trading. You can find me on Twitter at Big Cheds and Bitcoin Live, where I'm a founding analyst. We're going to talk about gaps today, and we're going to talk about something called a breakaway gap. Now, we've talked about gaps in other videos. We talked about a common gap or a measuring gap, exhaustion gap, breakdown gap, but today, the breakaway gap. So, what is that? Here is a brief write up. You can hit pause on your video and read this on your own time. A little bit of an AI overview. And as well, here's some information from the pattern site from Bulkowski on breakaway gaps as well, with a little bit of an image. Again, go ahead and read this on your own time. But the idea essentially is that you have the price closing at one level here, 173, and opening up here at 187, and it's breaking away or gapping up above resistance. Gapping up above resistance, it's breaking away. Now, we don't have these open and close, these gaps in crypto, but you have them in equities, and it's good to understand them if you're just trying to learn technical analysis. In Japanese candlestick theory, this would be called a rising window, a window or a gap. Now, many times the gap itself can be support, either the peak of the gap, right? Sorry, the peak of the gap can be support, or the bottom of the gap where it closed previously. Now, with a breakaway gap, really the best results for a trend comes when the gap does not fill. There's so much initial bullish momentum that the price just continues as it did here. Gaps that fill often will lead to further consolidation and are certainly not as strong. So you're actually not looking for a gap fill. You may watch for some initial consolidation and selling off as we saw here, but the price continued in this beautiful breakaway gap. Some things to think about for this is volume. Now, when you have strong volume on the gap, that will give you more confidence in the direction of the gap, more confidence that the price will continue. So volume on the breakaway gap is one big clue. You also can look at, even though this example isn't a great one, you can look at the size of the gap for a sense of the expected move afterwards. A very large breakaway gap, a very large opening gap, an opening window. A big one suggests that there's a big move afterwards to come. And again, these are general rules of thumb, of course, but volume is a big clue. The size of the gap is a big clue. And the breakaway gap is a gap breaking up and above resistance. Again, the best runs do not fill the gap, they just continue. So this is a breakaway gap for the Trading Encyclopedia Daily Education series on my YouTube at Cheds Trading. Find me on Twitter at Big Ched and Bitcoin Live, where I'm a founding analyst. Thank you, folks. Talk to you soon.